That stings.
Nightmare Files.
I live in Oregon in an area that has a lot of open areas like farms, lots, and just open fields. We also live about 6 miles from the nearest city. My parents own a lot of land, including our backyard, which is a well-kept area, and then it turns into a forest. Well, about 10 years ago in 2011, for about a week or so, I remember hearing weird stuff out in that forest. And one day my father said that he was grilling, and he went inside. He went inside for maybe 3 minutes. But when he came back outside, the grill was open and all of the meat was gone. He thought maybe it were raccoons. So again, he grilled another day and the same thing happens. After the second time, my father went to check the tapes, and what he saw was terrifying. It looked like something from a movie, like the movie Signs, the Alien movie. It was very skinny, with no hair on his body, with eyes that would not be considered human eyes. My dad was a jokester, so I was convinced that he was playing a joke on me. He told my uncle what was going on, who's a police officer. He called him over to the house, showed him the video, and asked what he could do. My uncle didn't take my father serious, just like me, because my father was always playing jokes on people. To shut my father up, he told him that he would look into it. They decided not to tell my mom because she would freak out. I've never seen my father be this serious before. I thought it was just great acting until I woke up out of nowhere that same night. I heard the same sounds I had been hearing before. My room was in the back of the house on our second floor, and I always kept my window open. So I looked outside in the darkness of the forest and just stared for about a minute. At that point, it was time for me to investigate. I had to see what it was or who that was messing with me. I watched a lot of military and spy movies, so I decided to sneak up on whatever this was with my camera. I went outside, silently walking into the forest with my night vision on. And this is what I caught on camera.
I'm hearing the things in my woods again. I don't know if you can hear the noise. I'm recording with night vision right now. I've been hearing the sounds in the back of my woods. Quite a bit. The heck is that? Oh my god!
I know that's what I've been hearing, but I'm not sure what it was or what it was doing, honestly. I just know that I surprised it. I'm not one to say that this was something weird, but maybe it was an animal, but it didn't look like any animal that I've ever seen in this area, or any human. What do you think it was? Where I live, not much goes on, so my brother and I are always exploring different abandoned buildings near where we live. We never found anything, and usually we lied to others in our town about us finding creatures or ghosts, but we never had proof. Everyone entertained the idea though, due to there not being much going on in our town. We knew what we were doing was fake, but we had fun doing it. It kept us, I would say, busy. So one day, when we came home late, we were behind our house facing the farm and the barn, and we heard something weird near our barn. At that point, we looked at each other. The moon lit the area up, so we just stood there staring at the barn, and something came out of the woods into the back of our barn. All we saw was the silhouette, but it might have been a person. I told my younger brother that we should check it out and record it so we can finally have proof of something, if it is anything. I had doubt, and that's why I wanted to go. My brother told me that he saw exactly what it was, and it was something weird. That's why he didn't want to go. After arguing, and me convincing him, he decided to go with me. So at this point, we walked up to the barn with my phone recording and a flashlight on. And this is what we recorded. Once we saw whatever that was, we ran back to the house and we told our father what happened. He went back out there. We followed behind him, but once we got back out there, it was gone. We looked over what we recorded. We watched it over and over again, and we came to the conclusion that whatever that was, it wasn't human. I'm glad that it didn't chase us. And I just wanted to ask you, what did it look like to you? My name is Chris, and I love going biking through the woods and different places, just everywhere, honestly. This time, it was Fernie, British Columbia. Throughout my times biking, I've always spotted different animals, and they always spot me, but would continue on with their day as if I weren't even there. One day, though, everything changed. I went biking by myself, and when I do, I'm out for hours at a time. At one point, I stopped to use the bathroom. As I were using it, I heard something moving slowly in the distance. So I looked around and I saw nothing. I got back on my bike and I continued. I was staying pretty hydrated, so I would stop often to pee. That was definitely a mistake this day. This time I heard the sounds again. I thought to myself that this wasn't a coincidence. Something or someone is following me. I went to my bike as I were looking around, and in the distance, I saw something crouching down in the tall grass. I knew this area was known for its wildlife, but I never thought anything would ever bother me. So I automatically thought it was a person because no wildlife has ever bothered me. I have very good eyesight, and from the angle that I was at, I could see very far. This person had to be at least 150 yards away from me. And if it were the same person from when I went to the bathroom that last time, how could they keep up with me unless they were riding a bike also? I would have saw them though. And I hadn't seen anyone else all morning. I turned and I ran to my bike, and then I turned back around, and I come to find out that this was not a person. It was a mountain lion. I was being hunted. I couldn't believe it. I turned my back for not even 5 seconds and it covered about 75 yards. I didn't hop on my bike because I wouldn't have time to accelerate quick enough to get away. At that point, I grabbed my phone and started recording just in case I didn't make it out of here and someone can know exactly what happened.
That is a mountain lion, and he's stalking me. This is so crazy. Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion. How are you doing? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. I am much bigger than you. I'm way bigger than you. Go! Where are you going? Yeah? See this, Will? There's the mountain lion. There's a mountain lion right here. And he's just staring me down. Okay. This cat is coming back at me. This is unbelievable. There's a mountain lion right here. Right in front of me.
Once the mountain lion ran away, I stood there for a few more seconds, got on my bike, and I got out of there as fast as I could. It took me a while to go back out to random trails, but eventually I gained enough courage to get back into my hobby. But that day will forever stay in my memory. I used to have a group of friends that would explore every and anything scary in random places. People we knew would request for us to explore abandoned buildings, and we go there and record it. We had a process. What we would do is meet up at my friend Andy's house and discuss which request seems like the scariest, and we would put them in order and go with the one that ranks the highest first. So one day, we decided to go to this place that was known to have a haunted boiler room. Sounds like it was straight out of Nightmare on Elm Street. We posted on Facebook that we were going there first, and everyone was excited for us. We drove to an area that was about a mile from the place, so we could record our walk to the place. Andy got there before us to scout out the area, and he made a route for us to walk. As we were waiting for him, we saw him running back with a worried look on his face. He told us that the route to get to this place was through the forest. He said that wasn't even the bad part. He mentioned that he saw a random person dressed in dark clothing coming out of a random tunnel within the woods. He also said that the man looked a little rough. From that point on, we began to record, and what we found was scarier than anything we ever explored before.
Andy caught someone coming out of the tunnel. Pretty creepy, pretty scary.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm ready. Right, so this is the entrance to, well, down towards where the tunnel is, where they're seeing someone coming out. That's sick. Oh, my foot's wet already. Wow, what's that smell?
What?
Can you smell that?
Oh, it smells like raw fish or something, bro. Can you smell that?
Yeah,
That stinks, bro.
nasty.
Oh.
Nearly lost a foot in the water. Right.
No, I just nearly fell over right there.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair if I get you on video of falling in the water, but should we get it on anyway? It's fine, right, let's get him in. Let's get him in the water.
Oh, bro, what's that smell?
Oh, it's rank.
Can you smell that?
Fucking hell.
It smells like a dead fish or something. Oh.
Flies everywhere.
Guys, there's literally flies all over the place. Yeah, a freaking psychopath came out of this pipe.
Right,
No
yeah.
joke.
Chased you, didn't he?
Yeah, me and Danny was chased. He came out covered in blood, bro, with some crazy
Right,
suit
so
on.
if we get chased today,
Hello?
right.
Oh, God.
Oh! Why did he
guys,
move?
here's the pipe.
Right.
Oh. Oh. Never fell over again, never.
Right, what's up, man?
Yo, check that bike.
Wow. Oh, I've been stung, man.
Check that bike.
Wow. Rusty.
Wow, guys, that is a old school bike right there.
Swiffy this or what?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it stinks, man.
Saki's got worse.
No, it has got worse, but it's got worse. Get your light on.
Whoa, man! Fucking hell, me foot's in the water! Oh, man! That stinks. What the hell?
We got out of there with the quickness because the smell was making us sick. It was exactly what it looked like. That person had been down there for days. Or maybe weeks, we don't know. Like any other story like this, we called the cops. My friend really didn't get a good look at the guy that left the tunnel, but he told the cops what he saw. And from that day on, the cops never really gave us an update, so there was nothing more I could tell you about that case. We just found a body.
Nightmare Files.